Several CEOs in the past have suffered assassinations, as well as kidnappings. Hence, it is no surprising that CEOs like to live at a heavily guarded life. They are the most important asset of their company. So let us talk about some of the most heavily guarded CEOs in the world. Bill Gates. He is amongst the most well-known CEOs in the technology field. Since the beginning, he has undoubtedly been one of the most noteworthy people of our times. It comes at no surprise that the Perpetrator Plus co-founder of Microsoft does not accord with less security for himself or his family. His positive spy base, such as Lake Washington Mansion, with a calculated cost of over $100 million, with a few sources, has quoted it to be a $123 million price tag. The security cost of the house is huge. However, it is not as a big deal for a person who has a net worth of $136 billion. The house is a lavish and innovative marvel, which is under the human surveillance 24/7. The lakeside is also protected. For instance, in case any boater acts brash and tries to come closer to the house than allowed, it will instantly be approached by the security team. A boat will be ready all the time for the greatest response time as well. Tim Cook. With the company growing in value rapidly during his term and him being a highly useful asset, Tim Cook has turned Apple into the world's most widespread tech company. It is not surprising that Apple would be ready to spend extravagantly on Tim Cook's security, though what it is shocking is the exact budget. As per reports, the Californian tech giant has spent over $400,000 on private security for Tim Cook in 2019. As per a proxy statement filed in January this year, the budget was up from $100,000 to $300,000 in 2018. This compromises high security cars, bodyguards, surveillance tracking, as well as monitoring of all the actions for safety. The places where the CEO is the most vulnerable as during the time is travel, therefore as safety expenses are the highest. Tim's travel costs increased by 239% to $300,000 last year. One reason for this increased security is to save Apple from the burden of the United States and China trade war too. Donald Trump. He is infamous for his security attempts, and you may be shocked regarding how far Trump's network reaches, from a complete team of armed bodyguards to a staff of protected cars to escort him to places. He doesn't spare $1 for his safety. Being the president was not a huge jump for Donald Trump. There is a separate security team who always accommodates his family. His son in New York at the family Trump Tower also enjoys the benefits of having this building under surveillance. A limousine is built for him by the general manager based on Cadillac's CT6 platform. This car has armored windows, matching blood bags for everybody riding the extra steel tick covering, and other stuff. Ain't that wonderful? Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man in history, who is the founder of Amazon, deserves the protection of the highest order and is duly receiving it according to Amazon's reports. The company spends $1.6 million on its security annually. It turns out the number has not changed since 2012. His relevance and significantly has totaled his value, have raised by hundreds of billions of dollars. As per Seattle City planning permit, he installed bulletproof panels in his office in January 2019, and he has also have hundreds of guards in his security personnel. As per market rates, the panels would have cost him $1,800,000 that could withstand numerous shots from military assault rifles. In 2019, a few intimate texts between former television anchor Lawrence Skanks and Bezos had become public through the Nation's Enquirer. This led to hiring a personal security chief, Gavin DeBecker, to investigate the case. Instead of providing him with a bonus, he gave him a blank check. His high-profile enemies were found after this investigation. It is believed Saudi Arabia is behind the leak. When Bezos' phone was hacked in early 2020, the forensic investigation of his phone revealed in May 2018 that he has been hacked by via WhatsApp, most likely by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook pays $23 million for his security, which is more than Tom Holland's net worth. 2018 is the biggest reason for these costs. Facebook's losing playing with users' privacy opened the range against CEO. He expanded $10 million from personal protection in that year itself, due to an SEC filing. It was $2.5 million up from the previous year, but sounded insignificant. However, he again spent money on security in the year of 2019. By 2020, it has reached $23 million in its security and travel cost. According to Business Insider's Rob Price, ARM Executive Protection offers protection by his Bay Area home at all times. One of the rooms has a panic room, as per the investigation presented by him. Price has also said that he has a panic chute for himself and his team to evacuate the office in case of an emergency. Click one of the two videos on the screen right now.